Starting her up.
I shouldn't say the F word.
Don't say the F word. Hello, 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 everybody. Get my little step stool. Hello, 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 everybody. Oh, man. Hey, Christine. How are you? Good to be seen by you. Jelly Jar. Jelly Jar's up. Man, it's nearly the end of the week, y'all. Thank God, right? Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. My boy Bounce just joined. Right on.
Had a great set last night.
Yeah, great set last night, Bounce. That was really good. Oh, thank you, man. My tees. So these T-shirts are now for sale at chefnikki.net. They have the Food Geek. Chefnikki.net. Right here. Guess we're live on YouTube as well. So they have the Food Geek. You know, my little slogans. I call you guys Food Geeks because we like to geek out over food. So yeah, we got the Food Geek shirt, the Nikki Talks Food logo, and then the Pro Seasoning on the back. So those are for sale on chefnikki.net. If you're local, just give me a shout and I'll see. I don't want to charge you shipping, so we'll figure out a way to drop it off or something like that. So give me a shout and we'll figure out a way so I can just sell to you directly instead of you having to pay for shipping and all that kind of stuff. So thank you, Kristen. Yes, new T-shirts. So we're moving on up in the world.
Can you check your Nikki Talks food feed? Is it up?
I have 12 on me and 9 on Red Eye.
I'm just behind you.
Hey, Brenda. Hey, Barbie. Barbie got a shirt. Barbie's ready to go. She's ready for this summertime. All right, so.
When can I model?
Oh, you come through, babe. We have small, medium, large, extra large. That's about it. So here we are. We got the shirts and with the back here and the back. Support local, okay? So you want to be the cool kid at the farmer's market. Wear the Food Geek shirt, okay? And yeah, exactly. Front. There's the back. There's the front. So that's available on chefnikki.net. Like I said, if you're local and you want a T-shirt, give me a shout and I'll see if I can deliver it to you or something like that. Chef Shane in the house. Chef Shane Miller, what's up, brother? Good to see ya. Rhonda's here. Planning to buy a shirt. Awesome. I appreciate y'all. So let's talk about this meal kit. So folks are probably gonna start to tune in and let us know if make sure you can hear us, give us a shout, you can see us. It's all that kind of looks good on our end. So we're gonna keep on rolling. What's that?
7 minutes till 6 o'clock.
We have a minute till 6 o'clock, so we can just, I guess, small talk. In the jelly jar tonight is organic cherry juice, and a little club soda, a little Fresca. No, this isn't Fresca. This is just sparkling water with lemon and blueberry. And there may or may not be vodka in it.
You should do it again for the people that get on at 6.
What's that? Yeah, we can do that. All right, cool. So we're going to give a couple more seconds. It's just now 6 o'clock. Get everybody all logged on and get their meal kit ready. You guys can say hi to Oliver. There he is behind me. Oh, you guys can't see him on this light. He's having a Kong right now filled with peanut butter. So that should shut his little beak for the live stream, hopefully. But he's been pretty good. Shane says it better be vodka. Cherry juice gives you nightmares, really? Because I've had some really crazy dreams in the last few days. Is that a real thing, or are you like yanking my chain? Yes, Rhonda, YouTube is on. YouTube is streaming. It's streaming well. We're doing good. we no longer are using that crappy software. I'm gonna return it and tell them I want to speak to their manager. Because now we're just streaming a la carte here. So I got 3 devices streaming at once so we could bring to you this awesome meal kit that we're super proud of every single week. And Barbie and I, we worked really hard to bring to you this week, and we were just brainstorming about next week, and we're super excited for stuff coming up. So Kaylee is asking my preference of cutting boards. Yeah, I prefer wooden cutting boards. A long time ago, I saw a documentary on cutting boards and their antibacterial properties. Plastic is your typical cutting board that you'll see, in restaurants and stuff. But at home, I prefer wood. And the reason why they don't use them in restaurants is because, if all the cutting we do on cutting boards in restaurants, you'll have a lot of wear and tear, and you'll have a lot of flakes coming up. But at home, it's more controllable. Like if you saw a little piece of chunk of wood in your home, you would address it. In a restaurant, it's like crazy chaos. So you don't have time. So that's why they use plastic. But at home, I prefer wood. It's better for your knives because it helps keep your knives sharp because, it's a softer surface. And it also, contrary to popular belief, a lot of people are like, oh, but it harbors bacteria. Actually, it doesn't, because when the wood actually has antibacterial properties in it, naturally, to defend this tree from all the elements, in the world. So that's just my preference. Long story short, I like a wood cutting board. Oh, and also we have shirts for sale. We have these Nikki Talks Food Geek shirts for sale if you're just tuning in at chefnikki.net. So we have the Nikki Talks Food logo, and then Food Geek, because we're kind of in a this is a little club that we have here. We're food geeks, and then on the back we have the Proteins logo. So yeah, so support local and give us a shout. They're available on chefnikki.net, and also if you're local, just let me know, and be careful with that. If you're local, just let me know, and I'll see if I can drop it off to you guys, so you don't have to pay shipping and all that kind of stuff. And so I want to give a shout out to Henry and Abigail and Ambrose, my buddies. And if my ginger baby's watching, shout out to you. Shout out to my baby Cora. Who else is watching? Did I get all the kiddos? And also congratulations to our niece, Emily Ferris. She graduated yesterday, and we're super proud of her from high school. Jenna's a real Vanna White. All right, so Ambrose says hi to Ollie. That's so sweet. Yeah, he's our little puppers. All right, let's go over this kit, shall we? Otherwise, we could be here forever, just chatting as we do in our little club that we have here. So this week we're doing Korean barbecue. It's not traditional like American barbecue. The flavors are just, it's like soy and brown sugar. I'm going to show you how to do the Asian Trinity so that when you do your Asian dishes, they come out with a lot more depth of flavor. So we're going to do the Korean barbecue. We're going to make scallion pancakes. We're making rice and pan-glazed Orchard Pond Organics zucchini. This is zucchini that's been kissed by the Tallahassee sun, okay? Look how green the stem is. When I was packing these orders, I was like, dang, man, you never see a grocery store zucchini looking like that, and the shorter the food chain is, like the shorter that your food source is between, your home and where you get your food from, the shorter the chain is, the more nutrients are available to you. So if I was to buy this and this zucchini was grown in, let's say, we're going to say Nebraska. I don't know if they grow zucchini there, but let's just say it was grown and then it gets on a truck, and then it travels here, and then it goes to the store, and by the time it gets to your house, it loses vitamins and minerals. So the closer you are to your food source, the more nutritious your food is. So that's why it's so exciting when you see like a small neighborhood little farm stand pop up, and we're lucky that we have them here in Tallahassee. We have Ripe City, we have Liberty Farms, You know, we have Backwoods Crossing right there. We have Orchard Pond Organics, we got our beef from them today and our zucchini from them today. So we're lucky that we have all these awesome, you know, food sources to go to. So that's in your kit. And then we have like, you know, some brown sugar. You know, we have a little garnish of sesame seeds. These are really cool. Chinese 5-spice, some sesame oil. So a big thing of soy sauce. We're gonna get going. Oh, you also have some flour for your scallion pancakes. These beautiful scallions, ginger, and garlic.
You want to go over what pans and utensils you need? Pans
and utensils. You're gonna need a cutting board and a knife. You know, go ahead and pull a couple of bowls out of your cupboard if you have them, so that when we prep our veggies, you have somewhere to throw them, you know, somewhere to put them, so that they're just kind of like out of the way. So if you want to just get a couple of cereal bowls or something like that, that's cool. We are going to use saute pans, and we're going to use a saute pan 3 times. So you may need to stop and wash that saute pan, or if you have other saute pans you can use, that's cool. But I will give you time to kind of rotate them out if you need to. When I rate menus, I try and use you know, roasting pans and things like that. But in this case, it was hard to do, and I really wanted this menu a certain way, so we just ended up having a lot of saute heavy things. So I apologize for that, but I think it's going to be worth it. Then you need a little rice pot. I use this little rice pot. This one's 2 quarts. You know, it's got a lid. You need a tight fitting lid on your rice pot. Okay. A bowl for making our dough, and a rolling pin. You will need a rolling pin. And also a bench knife. This is called a bench knife, and it's also called a bench scraper. If you don't have one of these in your kitchen, this is one of those things where I'm like, you gotta have one. Like, just get one. You'll be thankful that you have one because they're very, very useful. Okay, so there's that. And what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, it's gonna be a lot of sauteing and stuff going on. So first things first, we are going to prep our veggies first, and then we are going to do our starches. So, because you guys know I like to do mise en place, which means things in place. So we're going to cut up our veggies and get that all prepped, and then we'll move on to our starch. So we'll do our rice, then we'll make our dough, and we'll go forward from there. So that's what's on tap. So if you guys are ready, no rolling pin or scraper. Uh-oh. That's okay, Liz. You can use a wine bottle. If you have a wine bottle as a rolling pin, I've used that. Or a big Bubba cup. Let me see this thing.
Don't turn it over, though.
No, I'm not. It's got liquid in it. Liz, you can just use your rose gold. What are these things called?
Just the mud.
No, Yeti. You can use your rose gold Yeti if you want to roll the dough out. But anything cylindrical that you can get your hands on that's clean. Oh, I have this big water bottle too. Like, you could use something like this as a rolling pin. Shameless plug, Pro Seasoning, made by a pro so you can cook like a pro. So don't fret. There's always answers. There is always answers. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. Oh, see, Liz is going to use her pink bubble cup. Don't worry. All right, great. Good deal. Okay, so I'm going to wash my little paws real quick because I touched a lot of stuff, and so you guys need to too.
Here's a fun question.
Yeah?
Kaylee wants to know, since you're from Tallahassee, are you familiar with the band Eli?
Eli?
I don't think I've heard of that.
Well, full disclosure, I'm actually from South Florida, but I've been here for 7 years. So I'm also pretty much a hermit. I don't really go anywhere. I know I look cool. I got tattoos and like a shaved head. I'm like, oh my God, rock and roll. But I really stay at home and cuddle with my puppy a lot. So and my wife. So chop liver. All right, here we go. So we're gonna cut up these scallions. A lot of people mistake these for chives, but these are scallions. A chive is an herb, and a scallion is an onion. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna line these guys up, and we're just gonna chop off the end, the root part. We wanna leave the white, and some people, they put these in water and they regrow a whole new herb. I'm not doing that. Just kidding. So we want to keep the white part and the green part separate because the white part, and some of you guys got really huge green onions in yours. When I was packing these kits, I was like, dang, these are humongous. And I think that's because it's springtime and these are spring onions and they're just massive right now. So if you have a lot of white, and some of you will have a lot of white, just, you're going to separate off the white from the green, but leave the green in another separate little bowl, if that makes sense. All right, so we're going to line this guy up. And if you have like gnarly little bits that don't look pretty, just peel it off. It's okay, just peel it off. Peel off a little bit. And in Asian cuisine, the white part of the scallion serves a purpose, and the green part of the scallion serves a purpose. And remember, we always do the claw when we're chopping, right? And the knife blade goes right up against our knuckles. All right, so this part I'm putting in a bowl. This is what I would consider the white part, the more oniony part. And then the rest is garnish. So the white part gets cooked, and the green part does not get cooked. So that could be a good rule of thumb for y'all when you got a big bunch of scallions, and these we try and cut on what's called a bias, and a bias is a diagonal diagonal angle. That was two things at once I was trying to say. All was quiet on the front. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to cut these on a bias because it's going to be like a pretty garnish. So we're going to take our knife and we are going to run it along, and your cuts should be like that, like a diagonal. Can you guys see that? Just gives you more plate coverage. Looks pretty. So a good rule of thumb is to cook the white part, and the green part is for garnish. So if you're sauteing, you're making a little orange chicken or something like that, just remember that the white part will get cooked, and the green part you will sprinkle on afterwards. How we doing, guys? The tops I'm going to chuck away because they're a little gnarly looking. But that's our garnish. So this is what your bowl should look like. See, this is lighter and this is greener. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Next up, we're going to do our ginger. Actually, you know what? Let's wait on the ginger because it's so fragrant. It'll just flavor everything. Let's do our zucchini next. So same thing with the zucchini. We're going to just cut the little top off. We'll cut the little bottom little nub off. And we're going to cut these on a bias as well. So go ahead and run our knife through. And these should be about, 1/4 inch thick. And that's so they have a lot of surface space because we're going to, caramelize this part. We're going to pan glaze this part. And so we want a lot of surface space. If you cut rounds, this one's trying to reconnect. If you cut rounds, you don't have as much surface space to glaze. So we're going to cut nice little on the bias. Actually, too, this is a good trick for when you're grilling zucchini. I grill zucchini a lot. That one's trying to reconnect again, too. Looks like mine is offline. I grill zucchini a lot, and this helps it from falling between the grill grates because it is got a lot of surface space there. Okay, so we're gonna put that on the side. Polly, I see you trying to dig in the trash, buddy. Get out of there. No, sir. And now we have all our veggies cut up. Grab a bowl for that.
Beba joined.
Hi, Beba. We miss you, Beba. Okay, so.
Gary says, thanks for doing this Barbie and team.
All right. Okay, Gary. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, big shout out to my partner Barbie from Red Eye Coffee. We do this every week, and it takes some some jumping through hoops and things like that to get the products that we need from the farms and stuff like that. And big shout out to Orchard Pond Organics, where our meat and our veggies came from. It doesn't get better than locally grown stuff, because it's, first of all, helping out our local farmers, and second of all, it's the closer that you are to your food source, the more vitamins and minerals you retain, so it's like a win-win. All right, we're going to go ahead and do our garlic. Are y'all ready to do your garlic? All right, check out my garlic trick. And you guys probably have like a significant handful of garlic. We probably only need like 3 cloves. I was pretty generous when I was packing these. You never know, man. If you want to mince them all up, mazel tov, please. That's fine with me, man. You do you.
Get that garlic.
You get that garlic. It's good for you. Okay, so let me fix my shoe. We're gonna take our garlic, and it's still in the skin, so we're gonna go ahead and smash it. Right, and then we peel away the skin. Easy peasy.
Oh, Bobby Bates just joined.
Bobby Bates!
Welcome, Bobby.
We haven't seen Bobby Bates since my birthday. Hi, Bobby Bates.
Cha-Cha just joined.
Hi, Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha got a shirt today. She ordered. So here we go. We're going to peel off this garlic skin. And that's the inedible part. Do a third one. Give it a smash. Prepping garlic is fun because you smash it around, and also it's delicious. I mean, like, who doesn't like garlic?
Jennifer Leal says, "Hey, Nikki from Tallahassee Foodies and Tallahassee Foodies Home. We're hosting watch parties. Love your virtual classes every Thursday."
Thanks, Jennifer. So good to see you. So thank you so much for being so supportive always. Jennifer has done so much for the food community here in Tallahassee. If y'all don't belong to Tallahassee Foodies, you should. It's a fantastic, admin run, Tallahassee admin run page where you can get advice on, like, suggestions on where to eat and stuff like that. Like, me and Jen go on there all the time, and say, hey, where should we have dinner or whatever, the mood is this, and everybody goes in and they go, oh, you should have XYZ, and it's always small restaurants. It's never like a big chain. Nobody's ever like, oh, you should go to, I hate to say it, but Olive Garden. It's usually somewhere local, and we go, oh, we didn't think of that place, and then we go and we enjoy it, and happy days. So thanks, Jennifer, for all that you do. We really appreciate you. All right, so we're gonna do 1 clove at a time. Okay, take our knife, we're gonna smash it, and we're gonna make a paste. See how quick that was? And we're gonna keep going. We're gonna do them all like that. Some people put a little salt. See, got one of those dinosaurs. Give him a bully stick. He'll chew on that for a while. Give him here's a bully sticks right on there. Ollie is we got him the coolest little toy. It's like it's a volcano. It's a hollow volcano. And then inside is 5 little dinosaurs, and he has to pull them out one by one, and it's literally the cutest thing ever that I've ever seen in my entire life. All right, check out that garlic, baby. It goes into our bowl, little bowl of garlic, and next up is ginger. And let me know if I should slow down. I got garlic hands like, whoa. Oh, Amy Bentley loves Tallahassee Foodies. Right on. I gave you guys a humongous piece of ginger too. I don't know, like maybe you need ginger tea. You can add it to your red eye tea, loose tea that they have. We definitely don't need this big of a piece, but when you have it too small, it's like in the minutia. You're like you need watchmaker tools to like deal with it. You don't need to do that. So we got a nice little chunk. If you don't use it all, save it for, put it in your tea or something like that. So what we're going to do is kind of even it out. And here's the trick with peeling ginger that not a lot of people know. And let me know if I need to slow down, but all you're gonna do is take a spoon, right? You're gonna take a spoon and you're gonna just peel the skin off like that. You don't need a peeler, you just gently do that with a spoon. The skin comes right off. This is one of those, it's like a root vegetable that is cured in that when it comes out of the ground, the farmers let it dry and then that skin, but the skin is very thin. So we can literally peel it with a spoon. And I can slow down and wait for y'all if you need me to. I'll have a sip of my cherry juice and club soda. And I really need to know, somebody needs to tell me, does cherry juice give you nightmares? Because I have had some really crazy dreams.
Now she's concerned.
Obsessed. But nobody, you know, Diana, she'll come by and tell me the craziest thing, and then it might not be true. She's like that.
Oh, this is a good one. Julianne says, wash your faucet with your hands to get rid of the garlic.
Ooh, yeah, the garlic smell, yeah. Stainless steel helps take away the garlic smell.
Barbie said, whoa, game changer for how I deal with ginger. Thanks for that tip.
Yeah, ginger is, you don't need a peeler. You don't need to go crazy with it. You just scrape it off with a spoon. Where did my little,
Diana said, I told you, yes.
I still don't believe you.
Yeah, she's untrustworthy.
I still don't believe you.
That's Diana Maddie's untrustworthy.
Untrustworthy. Like, she trolls me. All right, so if you have a microplane, grab that. If not, you can just mince the ginger. This is the first microplane I ever bought in my career. It's probably 20 years old and it no longer has a handle, but it still works and I refuse to get rid of it, so.
Dan Handy said, what's up, Mr. T?
Yeah, man, we're doing the apocalypse haircut. I don't know what to tell you. It's a COVID-19 apocalypse haircut. Yeah, we just got a little, can't really do anything about it.
Christine Bean says, I found a friend in my zucchini protein.
Oh, a farm friend?
Oh.
Okay, well, it's protein. A little caterpillar or something. I apologize on behalf of, yeah. It's
it's from the farm.
It's a farm. It's
organic.
It's organic.
It's organic.
It's organic. Sorry, Christine.
Elizabeth said, unlike grocery ginger, the skin was really tender.
Yeah. This is grocery ginger. It's full disclosure. This is not from Crooked Row Farm. This is just really good ginger.
Julie says that looks like a zester.
It is. Well, you call it a zester or a microplane, you know. But yeah, if you have a zester or a microplane, we're just and then what comes off is like this little bit of ginger. And I'm not a super huge fan of ginger, so this is all I'm gonna put in because I think any more is like super overpowering, you know. So. But if you like ginger and if you're like ginger all the way, I gotta have it, it's spicy and fabulous, then it's okay. You're okay. You can keep going.
Brian says his doesn't have a handle anymore either.
Yeah, it snaps off and then you just keep going. That's what I do. All right, next on tap, and I'll wait for you guys to finish with your ginger and stuff. But that's all our vegetables, all cut up and ready to rock. So next on tap, we are going to, go ahead.
Barbie says in the meantime, cherries are high in melatonin. Maybe that's why, like, it helps you go into better sleep, which can lead to crazy dreams. Maybe?
I don't know. You know, that's a good theory. That's a good theory. But I will tell you, and you know, I told you this week, Barbie, that I had crazy dreams. Like, so I've been walking around all week, but I've been drinking cherry juice all week long. Like, this is how much I've had the whole, you know, since probably Monday. I've had like half of this bottle. So that's probably why. That's okay. It tastes good. I thought it was good for inflammation and stuff, so I don't know. Okay, so let's do our dough first. That way we can let it rest while we do our rice, okay? So we are going to have to boil 1 cup of water. I put on the tools. If you have a tea kettle, that'll work. If not, just use a little pot. but we just need a cup, so I'm gonna put my tea kettle on.
Chipley Culinary says, no charge for that extra protein, Christine.
Yeah, they know each other.
Sorry, Christine.
Yeah,
She's at a time.
We can't really see inside the squash. Okay, so grab your bowl, and if you have a wooden spoon, that'll work. Let me use this wooden spoon. I can use my Fresh from Florida one. Hashtag Fresh from Florida. And a bowl, and we are going to in your kit you'll have flour, and then you'll have a little bit of bench flour. That's this little extra container. Okay, so you can take this little guy out and put it on your countertop. Make sure your countertop is clean and sanitized, and then you can just dump the flour. This is 2 cups of flour. Just dump it right into your mixing bowl. And then we have salt. You could probably put half of this amount of salt into your, and then once your water is boiled, we need 1 cup of water, and we're going to slowly mix in that 1 cup of water. And it's like an interesting dough because you use boiling water, which is not super common when you make dough. So a lot of Asian style, like pancakes and stuff, you use boiling water. Make sure I got yep. So we're going to do 1 cup of water.
About worms and what they turn into. It's kind of not appetite talk. So.
Vegetables. So we have the scallion is now sectioned into the white and the green. We have cut our zucchini on the bias. So now we have all this zucchini cut up. We minced our garlic, and we cut our ginger. You can run it on a microplane or a zester. I only put a teaspoon in with mine because I'm not a super big ginger fan. But you can use as much as you want. And that's our ginger and our rice. While our dough is resting, then we'll swing back over to the pancakes and form them. And then we will do our beef and our zucchini. And then we're going to eat food. I don't know how to answer that. Like, we're gonna go as far as we can for as long as we can, depending on what the job market happens. If you have those like little something like that. So what we're looking for is what they call a shaggy dough. We're gonna make a shaggy dough. Looks kind of shaggy right now. Actually, looks like it needs more water to me. But maybe once we get it kind of mixed up, yeah, it's starting to come together.
Lori Steele says, love this, Nikki.
All right, Lori Steele, thank you very much. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're motoring along. We're making some food. We're hanging out. It's like one of my favorite parts of the whole week is hanging out with you guys. So once your dough comes together into like a shaggy kind of a little mess, we can think about pressing it together and then kneading it. Knead it a little bit, and that's what the bench scraper's for. See, look at this. See how that goes like this? Hey, Christine. Oh my gosh, I miss you so much, girl.
Rebecca said you could have used a trivet.
Yeah, you can use a trivet. You can use one of those little rubber lid removers, you know, like a jar remover. You can use a wet towel. I use a wet towel too.
Rebecca's our neighbor, right? Right, Rebecca? You are.
Shaggy dough, baby. So we're coming together. Look at this. We got a little dough going on. Dough is life. Dough is life. I feel so connected to food when I make dough. I feel like I'm making an excuse every week to kind of make dough with you guys. Actually, next week, that brings me to next week. Next week's a banger, man. Next week is a banger. I mean, this one's good too, but next week's a banger. It's a banger. I'm super happy for it. So next week, we're going to do a whole roast chicken, whole herb roast chicken, with herbs from Backwoods Crossing. And we are going to do tomato pies, little small tomato pies, individual ones with farm fresh tomatoes from where I'm not sure where yet. With farm fresh tomatoes from where I'm not sure where yet. I don't know, Barbie might know what farm we're getting those from. It's going to be some local farm that we will get the tomatoes from. So we're going to make Tallahassee grown tomato pies, and we are making an iced tea, a sage, what is it, sage blueberry? Tell me again, Barbie. We're making a simple syrup with sage and bee. So it's like cool, refreshing tomato pies. You got the roast chicken. Dude, oh my God. And we will be making dough again. But look at my dough.
Can you go over what to add in flour in addition to the salt and how much water?
Just a cup of water, your flour from your baggie, and I put half the salt. You can put it all if you want. It's not a big deal. And now I'm just going to plastic wrap this guy. And I'm going to put a little flour on it so it behaves itself, doesn't stick too much to the plastic. And we're going to let it rest.
I think YouTube cut out for a second.
Huh?
I think YouTube cut out for a second, so people were asking about the flour.
Oh, YouTube, are you guys okay? Are we back?
I think we're back. Carrie switched over to Facebook.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if it's our internet that we need to, but we got to, according to our internet provider, we have the fastest one possible, so.
Live.
I don't know. It's also, it's also that everyone in the whole wide world right now is on the internet, and so this is a popular streaming time. And if my neighbors and stuff, we're all sucking juice from one area, what's gonna happen?
Kristen wants to know how sticky should it be?
Sticky? It shouldn't be very sticky. If it is, sorry, Kristen. If it's sticky, use a little bit of your bench flour. That's this little black container, and dust. But you don't want it to be too dry either. So you just gotta make the perfect dough. I don't know what to tell you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Liz says her
just add a little bit of, just dust a little bit of your bench flour onto your bench. If you got a scraper, cool. If not, Liz, use a spatula. Okay, use a spatula, and you can scrape with the spatula. And this is a giant one, so I'll show you a regular size one. This is like for a normal household. Okay, you can use this as a. So you got your wine bottle, you got your Bubba cup, and your spatula, and you're good to go, baby. Don't worry.
Barbie says we're making the perfect summer dinner next week, and it's a blackberry sage.
Blackberry sage. Sorry, Barbie. Yep, blackberry sage. And it's like a mega popular tea at Red Eye Coffee. So, and we're gonna make show you how to make the which is like a proprietary recipe of theirs. So the fact that they're like letting us, like Barbie's like, I'm letting this one go. Like we're letting you guys have this recipe. I'm like pretty shocked. So you're definitely gonna want to tune into that because that's pretty special. Like that's like super special. So yeah. Okay, we're gonna make rice. You guys ready to make rice? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Jimmy wants to know, are you running off Wi-Fi? Yeah, Jimmy, we're off the Wi-Fi.
Do people still plug in?
We don't have a
How would we hardwire? I have no idea.
To 3 devices.
It's
kind of hard.
I think honestly, it's just everybody sucking juice from the same satellite at the same time or whatever. But we're gonna make our rice. So we need 2 3/4 cups of water. I'll grab my measuring cup again.
Rhonda said, I bought 3 hibiscus honey teas from Red Eye today, and they were the best.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
Yeah, you can order, and that's what's cool too. I've ordered, and let me show you guys what I ordered this week. You can go and Barbie will put up the link. But this is cool. You can order like a half gallon of whatever you want, and you can even do special. Like next week, I'm gonna do. I want the carrot cake one. Somebody named Jen ordered the carrot cake one, and Barbie was like,
"It wasn't me."
And I'm like, no, that sounds great though. I want that now. So, but you can add if you add sweeteners or no. I got mine unsweetened because I sweeten at home. And this one is lemon mint matcha. And I also mixed this with a little bit of club soda and agave nectar, and it was like really delicious out on the porch while I was screaming at Ollie about something. I don't know what I was doing, but maybe I was watching birds out there because I got new bird feeders. But
where'd you put the dough? Strictly culinary one.
Dough's right here, baby. On the counter, resting. While we make rice. So we got 2 3/4 cup of water. And this method, we always bring the rice. The water. You're gonna add the rest of the salt. Bring that to a boil. Once it boils, we're gonna add the rice. Give it a stir. Cover it. Lower it to a simmer, and then we are not gonna touch it until we're ready to eat. Because that's what happens a lot of times. Is where's my lid? Here it is. Water boils faster when
you're drinking.
No. No.
Shot.
Here comes my scary dream juice. I'll never stop thinking about that now. All right. Water boils faster when there's a lid on. When there's a lid on, Jennifer. Not when you're drinking.
It should have been a multiple choice.
It should have been. Okay, let's see here. So, yeah, all the love, Barbie. All the local Tallahassee love, man. This is like the greatest town I've ever lived in my life. There's fantastic stuff happens here. All right, so we're literally watching water boil.
Someone earlier in the comments, forgive me, I can't remember who, said, when are you getting the band back together?
Oh! Okay, so last night, so I got guitar, bass, made a little CD and stuff, and then, we kind of grew apart because, they had families and stuff, and I was doing my thing, and so we decided to Zoom. We all got together on a Zoom call last night, and it was really fun. We showed each other like flyers that we had from the 90s and stuff before like Photoshop was a thing, and we would make these flyers and print them. We'd go to the library and be like, oh, they'll 10 cents a copy or whatever, or somebody had some kind of in with the librarian or whatever, and like, we'd get all these copies and stuff. Like that's how it was back in the day. So the band is called Nolly, and we're gonna try and do like a little so yeah, that's what it is.
Rhonda says YouTube keeps losing out, so I don't know.
And then and I'm gonna stir. And then my next thing is I'm gonna turn this down and put it right on my stove. And bring it back to a boil. And once it's boiling a second time, I'm going to reduce it to simmer and just let it simmer for a while. For about 20 minutes, it'll be done. Let me see my notes, see what else okay, I got beef written down next, so that's what we'll do. Okay, we should be okay then. Yeah, sorry, Rhonda. So the next thing we're gonna do is our beef, and basically, yes, you're gonna cover back to the rice. We're gonna bring it to a boil, covered, and then reduce it to simmer and just let it ride for 20 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, Rhonda. I don't know. It could be.
I'm gonna try to get off our network and like be better.
You off the network?
Maybe.
Then how are you gonna read me this stuff?
Getting on the extended.
Oops. Okay, so we're boiling. Next up is our beef.
We need Jimmy for tech support.
I don't know. We need tech support. I guess these other two are fine though. So, all right. So we're gonna grab our beef. Beautiful Orchard Pond Organics beef, grown in Tallahassee, raised in Tallahassee. And we are going to use the white part of our scallions, our garlic and our ginger, the big thing of brown sugar, some of the soy sauce, not all of it, but some of it. Pan up to medium. And when you make Asian style food, a good way to, a lot of different cultures have different like starters for their food. So in France, you'd have mirepoix, which is carrots, onions, and celery. You know, in Cajun cuisine, you have the Trinity. In you know, Asian cuisine, you have the Asian Trinity, which is the white part of the scallions, garlic, and ginger. So in Italian cuisine, you have the gremolata, which is, you know, like an herb puree. In Caribbean, Latin countries, you have sofrito. So that is the cornerstone that you start with every single time you cook, right? You go, okay, I'm making this. And so you start from there and then you layer flavors on top of that. So this is going to help make your Asian cuisine. Like when you're trying to just make something quick for the kids or whatever, if you start with this little trio, this Trinity, you'll have good flavor. And then ginger is hard to keep because it's not common. So I just kind of keep one of these little guys in my fridge if I'm doing Asian cuisine, and I can squirt it right in there. So, okay, so where's my oil?
On that oil question, Belinda wants to know, can we use olive oil?
You can use olive oil if you have it. We have this as canola. It's a higher cooking heat, but if you have what am I saying? If you have olive oil, absolutely use it. Okay, so we're gonna get that going. We're gonna brown our beef first, then we're gonna add our Trinity, and then we're gonna add the other flavors. So here goes, this is a half pound, and the other one's an actual full pound. Look at him. Pretty loud, huh? And this is a very low fat beef. Yeah, hear the sizzle? Sorry if it's too loud, but it is sizzling, baby. Is he okay?
Yeah, that's good as well.
Yeah, I heard him like trying to swallow the whole thing. Yeah, sorry. I hear YouTube is glitchy and not really sure why. Maybe I should just throw my computer in a lake. Oh man. I'm streaming right to why is it flashing like that? What does that mean? Yeah, use the camera.
I see them on YouTube.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's flashing a red thing. Okay, Facebook is behaving excellent. Sorry for that. See how it's like flashing red right there? Then you go like that.
Oh, use the camera allowed to.
Could be that now is a popular time to stream and everybody's in their house and they're streaming away and we're all watching Netflix and stuff. I don't know. But we're good on Facebook, so maybe we'll just 86 YouTube altogether. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what to do.
So we're gonna have a Jimmy Griffith consult, I think.
That's what we need is a consult. We need a meeting of the minds.
Lisa says, nice pan.
Thank you. This is actually a Wolfgang Puck. My mommy got it for me. She was like, your pans have non-stick. I'm buying you new pans. I was like, okay, thanks, mommy. All right. Calm down a little bit over here. So next week's meal kit, just to kind of recap while we're just browning up this meat here. Next week meal kit is a whole roast chicken. We're gonna spatchcock it.
What did you say to
me? We're gonna spatchcock the chicken. It's gonna be herb roasted. We're gonna put butter in places in that chicken that are just Then we're making individual tomato pies and the sage blackberry iced tea from the secret recipe from Red Eye Coffee that you are not going to want to miss because Barbie has opened the vault of recipes and she's allowing us to use it and make it, and so it's something really special. So it is going to be light and like summertime, but roast chicken, like very flavorful. We're using tomatoes grown in Tallahassee, kissed by the Tallahassee sun, hand harvested by a Tallahassee farmer. And so you're not going to want to miss that. That's next week. And that Eventbrite will probably go up on sale tomorrow. We'll get that motoring along.
We still need a floury place for the pancakes, right? Chrissy wants to know.
A what?
A flowery area for the pancakes.
Yes. We're going to roll them out. So if you got a flower zone in your kitchen, keep that flower zone going, baby.
Everybody's really excited for the tea.
The tea is ridiculous. Like, I'm actually pretty in shock that Red Eye is allowing us that they open the vault like that. It's like the Disney vault. It's like crack it open once every 25 years, and then you get a delicious drink. Other than that, you have to go and you go there and you get it online, and you can order online. You can order these fabulous half gallons that I just love. You should have never done that. Why'd you do that? Because now I'm like, carrot cake iced tea? Yes, absolutely. I just drive up in my little car, my truck. They come out, they bring it to the truck. I've already paid for it online. I keep going. Out of here. Just put a straw right in it. Just go bebopping down the road. Super happy. Okay, so there is really not a lot of fat to drain from here because this is 90% lean, so I'm going to leave what's in there. Okay? Oh, Chipley's coming to... So my friend Sandra is going to come to Tallahassee just for that. Okay, so what's going in now is our garlic and our ginger. And remember, this is the Trinity. And the white part of the scallions. And we're letting it cook in whatever fat's rendered down. And you're going to, this is what's called aromatics. You're going to smell this and you're going to go, oh man, now we're cooking Asian food. Oh, that's luscious. That's luscious.
Rhonda says the curbside pickup rocks.
It does rock.
Barbie has put up the Eventbrite page.
What? Already?
Looks like it.
You're a maniac. She can't be stopped. She cannot be stopped. Okay, I'm going to use coconut aminos in my beef because Jen can't have soy or gluten. And coconut aminos are a good replacement for that. It's basically, coconut syrup syrup that's extracted from the coconut flour, and then it's fermented, so it's like a fermented syrup, and it's good. It's salty, and it's not super coconutty, but it's like aged like soy sauce, and so if you're soy sensitive, it's a good replacement. So we're gonna use that. I'm using that. You guys are using soy sauce.
Correction, Barbie posted the Eventbrite Red Eye Coffee page, and then when the link is live, she'll put it up.
Okay. So yeah, there you go. I want to tell you guys that we're gonna put, the recipe says 3/4 of a cup, I think. Let me see. Let me make sure. Where are we at? 3/4 of a cup of soy sauce. If you're like, I just don't want that much salt, don't put it all in. It's okay. You can. This is your palate, so don't worry. If you don't want to put it all in because it's too salty. So I would put half the amount in, and then we'll taste it, and see if that's what you want, and then you can keep going. But you can't take it out. That's the thing, is you can't take it out. So we're gonna go ahead and put our soy sauce in. Like I said, go do not all of it, just a little. Use about. You're supposed to put 3/4 of a cup. I'd say start with maybe a half a cup, and then go from there. Same thing with the brown sugar. If you're like, I don't want that sweet, don't put it all in. Put only half in, and then see if you like it. But that's it. That's our Korean beef. We're going to let that caramelize, let it reduce, and it's going to get all happy. What's he barking at?
Me. He wants to play.
Oh. Yeah. This is Oliver's witching hour. So not only do we have internet issues, we also have a barking dog. And I apologize for that. But the puppy daycare is not open at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Okay, so that is ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and let this reduce on my stove.
Did you say how many aminos to add?
It's the same as the soy sauce.
People are asking how much aminos, how much soy.
So the amino acids might have a little sugar in them. Soy sauce has sugar in it too. But what I'm going to tell you to do is put in about half of what the recipe says. So if it's, since it says 3/4 of a cup, maybe go with a half a cup, just so you back it down a little bit. And then you can always add more at the end if it's not salty enough. If it's not salty enough, add more. But this part, I want you to kind of like measure it yourselves. So that so that you don't over salt it and blame it on me. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So you don't over salt it, and then it's hard to go back from there. So, and we're just reducing to a syrup. Right here, like that. Okay. So now we're going to do our zucchini, and then from the zucchini.
We're going outside.
What about this Kong?
We're gonna go.
Okay, they're gonna go outside. All right. So who's gonna read me the comments then?
Okay.
I'll read them myself.
Do it.
Okay. All right. Are we good? Are you guys good with the soy sauce stuff? And okay, Carl is just catching up.
Ollie.
I think we might be past what he's saying. Okay. All right, cool. So let that just go just a little bit longer. Let's do our zucchini, and then we're going to do our roll out our beautiful little pancakes, which is, I think, one of the coolest things about this menu, because a lot of people, when they deal with dough, it get, like concerned and stuff. And so we're going to do it together and help you with all those concerns. Okay, so let me know if you are, oh, the meat's good. Okay, great. Fell behind. Okay, the soy sauce, to recap, Start with half the amount of what the recipe says. The recipe says 3/4 of a cup. You know, start with half of that. You can start, no one can do that math. So you can start with a half a cup, or you can always add it at the end. Rhonda's having fun. Liz is ready. Okay. Jesse says the meat is delicious. Fantastic. All right, we're gonna do our zucchini. This is cool. So we're gonna evenly coat our zucchini. Let me just move this aside, get a little bowl. Oh, that was loud, sorry. Okay. So we are gonna evenly coat our zucchini with this Chinese 5-spice. Give that a smell. It's something really special. And give it a toss, and we're gonna put some of this oil, maybe half of what's left of this oil, and we're gonna toss it around. The only things in the glaze is the rest of the brown sugar. A 1/4 cup is this farm-raised Orchard Pond Organics zucchini, tossed around in Chinese 5-spice with a little bit of oil, and then we're gonna chuck it in this pan right here. And in this pan is just a little bit of canola oil. And we're not putting it in until we hear the sizzle. No sizzle. We're not gonna put it in. So we're just gonna heat it up, and if you're catching up, our rice is done. Our dough is resting for our little scallion pancakes. Our beef is done, just kind of in a holding pattern on the stove. It's not, it's nice and glazed. Look at that, it's got a beautiful, it's all reduced and everything, all syrupy. So that's our beef. I'm just holding it on the stove, no longer cooking it, because I don't want it to burn. You don't want it to burn. You don't want the sugars to burn. And then now we're letting this pan heat up for our zucchini. So just checking in on y'all. Make sure y'all are okay. Liz, give us a shout. Tracy, give us a shout. Jesse. And these are going in. Look at that. Once you smell this 5-spice, you know, kicking up, you're going to be like, oh, dang, this is awesome. I'm going to use this all the time. And there she goes. Oh my God, it smells amazing. Okay, Jesse's good. All is quiet on the front, which is good because I lost my moderator. She's running our puppy around outside. We may need a 3rd person here, Barbie, next week. All right, Tracy's catching up. Transfer the beef to somewhere so you can catch up. Okay, yeah, if you have to use your pan, your beef pan, you can just scrape everything out into a bowl and then put the squash right in there. I don't even think you'd have to wash it because it's all the same flavors, you know. And we're getting some nice caramelization here. And it should smell delicious. Oops. Give them a little flippy poo. Make sure they're not, I like my zucchini like kind of almost on the burnt side so that it's got a nice intense flavor because zucchini's kind of a blank canvas. Christine, you've all signed on. Hey, girl. Kristen Barnett, forgot to turn your pan with the oil on. Okay, that's cool. That's fixable. Yeah, no worries. We're here. We're here. We're not going anywhere. So don't worry. Barbie says, I'll wear the mask and then eat the food. Yeah. I'm saying, we might need somebody else here because Oliver is just decided that at 6 o'clock, he does not want to cooperate. And it's not like he does it every single night. He must know when our attention is on you guys, and he's like, I'm not having it. So it's like having a little baby. He's 6 months. He's just a 6-month old little puppy. Brand new. But we got his DNA results back. And he is mostly Australian Shepherd. I thought he was going to be mostly Pit Bull, but he's mostly Australian Shepherd. So that's him drinking back there, if you can hear that. Wild animal.
Rebecca says, was I supposed to use the
we're not using the sesame oil is for the beef. Yeah, you can top the beef off with half of the sesame oil that's in there. The rest of it's going in for our, good call. The rest of it is going into our, brushing onto our little pancakes.
Barbie says, I'll wear a mask and then eat your food afterwards.
Yeah, as I just said that we might need a third person here because he's just crazy. All right, and now we're gonna glaze with our glaze. We may not use all of it. This is just an approximation. You can put the rest on the side. You can dip your pancakes in it. And there is our glaze. Yeah, these are Jamie. There we go. Look at that. The smell is amazing. These are done. I'm going to put these aside. And now, for my next trick, we're going to roll out these pancakes, baby. Habitat. But I'll wait. I know you guys are kind of catching up.
Barbie says the glaze looks so good.
It's a glaze, yeah. Check it out, man. It's not. Check this out. Like this is gorgeous stuff here. This is Flavor Flav, okay? We started out with that Chinese 5-spice, and we toasted it onto the zucchini so that we developed like layers of flavor there. And then we put the glaze on, so it doesn't all like turn into a hodgepodge of nothingness. We have layers to deal with. So we have a little caramelization. We have all the we have the depth of that 5-spice. You know, there's like black pepper and clove and cinnamon in that. So it smells just so fragrant when you smell it. I love 5-spice.
Kimberly wants you to recap what's in the glaze.
In the glaze, we have the mustard, the grainy mustard, the small little container of brown sugar, and then a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. That's it. And it comes out like that. And then we can save the rest of this for, I didn't put it all on there because that would be too salty. You know, when I write these recipes, I go with like an approximation, but we will use this for dipping our pancakes in, our scallion pancakes. And that's the next thing we're gonna do, and that's the last thing we're gonna do is this pancake. So when you guys are ready, let me know. Okay, I think I'm caught up with all the peeps.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I think we need a third host.
Did you see that Ashley Lynn Cross joined us?
Oh, hey.
Ashley Lynn Cross.
Hey, how are you,
Cross
darling?
family.
Cross family. Cross colors.
Liz is ready.
Liz is ready. Liz, are you cooking with other people, or are you cooking by yourself? Because you're doing this really fast. Tell us your secret. What's going on?
I think she's cooked with us a lot.
What's going on in the Miller house?
She might be quick.
Ooh.
Liz has been with us for a couple meal kits. No?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, she's been with us for almost all of these, I think.
She's a top fan, man.
Top fan, baby, and I appreciate it. And I want to take a minute to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You know, like you come back, week after week, and you hang out with me, and don't think that doesn't go unnoticed. You know, myself, Barbie, Red Eye, like. You know, we're truly grateful that you are supporting us and happy with the product that we put out. And so, you know, namaste, and we're super happy that we have you. And yeah. And also I want to thank my partner, Barbie is amazing. And, you know, we work really hard to put this out. And Jen carved out some time from her actual job to do this. So, you know, and I appreciate that as well. So I want to give my wife a shout out too, because she does this of her own free will, and is very sweet about it, and has a lot of stuff to do for her job. So I appreciate that. So
my daughter comes over and helps.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
That's nice.
Yeah, family, love family. I'm gonna grab a piece of parchment paper.
Barbie's getting all the hearts.
All the hearts. Gotta have the hearts. While we have a minute, while you guys are catching up, I have T-shirts available on ChefNikki.net. They are they say Food Geek, so you know we're in the Food Geek Club here. Jen has one as well. I have sizes from adult small to extra large. If you are local, which you guys that are watching you're local, give me a shout on social media, and I'll try and see if I can drop it off to you, so you don't have to pay shipping. But they are, you know, take a look and see if it's something that you like. It just supports my little brand. On the back, it's Pro Seasoning. So on the front, we have, you know, the Nikki Talks Food logo with Food Geeks, and then on the back is Pro Seasoning. So
real one.
Yeah, we this being displaced because of COVID-19 has encouraged me, since I'm forced to have the time to kind of, you know, expand my brand and coming up with a new seasoning recipe. It'll be a Java barbecue rub, which is in partnership with Red Eye Coffee. So look forward to that soon. It's I'm working on a formula for that, so it's near ready. We'll test it. You know, you might be lucky enough to get a test batch in a kit at some point. I'll probably start just kind of giving it away, and then just, you know, the only thing I want is your feedback. So, you know, that's what's coming down the pipe. So we will have a Pro Java barbecue rub very soon, and it'll look like this, except for I think the label will be kind of red and the lid will be silver. So that's what's, you know, that's what I've been doing, spending my time on. Jen is like, what? I don't think so. That's what I want.
I don't care. Carl is ready for pancakes.
Carl's ready for pancakes. We're gonna do this. We're gonna pancake it up.
Oh no, Jesse said I just mistook the soy sauce for my glass of wine.
Oh, well, that's not so bad. At least you didn't dub. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That would suck.
Did you go all the way? All right, so we're gonna divide this little dough ball. We'll probably divide it into 8 pieces. We'll do it in half, and then, you know, half again, and then we'll make these little, kind of like these little pie, going back to geometry, these little pie slices. So we divided it into 8 little pieces, and then we'll roll it into a ball. Set those aside. We'll do them one by one. We might end up even making them even smaller, but because we don't want huge pancakes. Maybe you do, I don't know. I wonder if, is YouTube running at all anymore?
I see it running. I don't know that anybody's on.
Kristen's got her sous chef ready to make pancakes. All right, cool.
It says 4 people are watching on YouTube.
Okay. YouTube, give us a shout if you're there. We've had some connection issues on YouTube, and so it'd just be interesting to see what's happening over there. All right, so we're gonna lightly flour our surface. We are gonna flour the top of our little dough ball, and then we're gonna roll this sucker out. And dough is something you gotta boss it around, because what'll happen is this dough is gonna try and expand in other ways, and it's gonna, try and kind of kick out one way, and you have to kind of just take your rolling pin and tell it where to go, because you're in charge of it. You are in charge of the dough. So if it's wonky, it's your fault.
Yeah.
It's not the dough's fault. You got to push it around. Push it around. All right. So what we do is, since we got it kind of thin here like this, now we take our, where did it go? Here it is. Sesame oil. Sesame oil is one of those things where a little goes a long way. We're just going to brush it on. You can use your fingers if you don't have a brush. Just, paint it on with your fingers. Not a big deal. This dog, I swear to God. And then we're going to sprinkle on these scallions. And I should have minced them a little bit smaller, but that's okay. And then we're going to roll it like a snake. Like a jelly roll, away from yourself. Okay. Then we take the end and we roll it like a cinnamon roll. Like that. Tuck the end under. Smash it with our hand. A little more flour on the bench. And then we roll it into a pancake. And what that does is, because we have now layers of sesame oil, that makes it flaky when we cook these up. So this is not a traditional pancake like an American pancake. This is Asian style, and it's more of like a tortilla. Like, it's going to be the texture of a tortilla.
Dueling YouTube statuses.
Huh?
Dueling YouTube statuses.
What do you mean?
Like, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. I don't know.
Oh, really? That sucks. So we got this kind of like, it's kind of thin, and then we're just going to cook it in some oil, brown it up. So there it is. Dueling monitors. Okay, I see. All right, and now I'm covering it up with some parchment paper, but you can cover it up so it doesn't dry out. I just put it in between some parchment paper. I have 1,000 sheets of this half sheet tray size that I bought at Brown's of parchment paper, and I can't tell you how happy it makes me, and also how much time it saves me, because I just grab the parchment and I line everything with it. All right, so again, here we go, another time. And I'm going to cover these guys too, because I don't want them to dry out. My little dough babies here. Okay, so we got a little round piece of dough. Put some flour. Roll it out. He's just going bananas. I just hear Ollie, his little nails. How we doing with our, for the people, one more time for the people in the back. You got it. Okay, here we go. Rolling out this dough ball. Okay. And it's sticking. It's not behaving. That's my fault, because I'm not bossing it around. Okay. Flour the pin. Roll it up. Okay, so we're going to roll this into a flat little disc like a tortilla. Liz, we want pictures of your Bubba cup rolling this out. We want to see. And now we brush with the toasted sesame oil. Then we sprinkle with the scallions. And like I said, I cut these a little bit big. We should have minced them down a little bit better, but that's okay. It's okay. Flavor Flav, whatever. And now we roll it like a jelly roll. Can you guys see that? Once it's in a jelly roll like this, then we roll it into like a cinnamon roll. Then from the cinnamon roll, we smash it with our hand and we roll that guy out back into the disc. It's like back and forth, right? And that allows us to have kind of like these flaky layers because you have the fat in between the layers of dough and you have the actual scallions in there, creating texture. So it's just something home fun, and we're gonna brown them up and just have a little happy fun time. Hashtag happy fun time. How are my kiddos doing? Is Henry still there? Is Abigail still there? Is Ambrose still there? Is it past everybody's bedtime? What's happening? You guys tell me.
Where's Mila Monster?
Where's my Mila Monster? Another next pancake. We're gonna do this 8 times, so you can stop at 4 if you want, and then we eat, and then you can do a couple more if you want.
Everybody's quiet.
Everybody's quiet. I think they're all rolling it out.
Don't want to type with flour on your fingers.
It's hard. You can't type with flour on your fingers. I've tried. It's très difficulté. Barbie, tell us a story. God, why is this sticking so bad? Little baby. There we go.
Tom Pro Seasoning might be coming to St. George Island.
Ah, yeah, St. George. My neighbor is bringing Pro Seasoning to St. George Island, and just gonna do some prospecting out there.
Word is traveled quickly.
Yeah, word is traveling. Have you heard the good word of the Pro Seasoning?
Have like shirts and ties.
Yeah. Now it's good stuff. I mean, like, I'm a little bit biased, I guess, but I have used Pro Seasoning through my entire career. And what happened was, in the restaurant industry, you're just busy. You're busy. Your eyeballs basically are just gonna roll across the floor one day, and just like you're just tired, And it's one thing to another thing to another thing. It's just nonstop. Bam, 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 bam. And then, when you do catering and stuff, you're doing custom things and trying to figure out how to, light these people's, dreams on fire and make them happy and all this kind of stuff. So it's just a constant like beating to your mind. So the Pro Seasoning helped me just, I came up with this blend. I was like, I use salt, pepper, in every dish. That's like the basic, what I would do. So I would just mix it up, and then everywhere I went, I would mix up a big batch of it. When I worked on the boat, when I worked on the super yacht, when I worked, in catering, when I had my restaurant, when I did private chef work for professional athletes, when I taught, when I used to teach. Let me tell you something. That little jar of Pro Seasoning would go missing. That was before I had the actual jars. I would just mix it in a big container, and the fact that it would go missing led me to believe that it is delicious, because those kids are not gonna. I'm not accusing anybody or whatever. It just kind of like went missing a lot. Like I would always be like, where the hell? I just made a big batch. Where did it go? And they'd put it in their stuff, and all of a sudden it'd just be missing. So I said, there's something there. I think people, my parents enjoy the Pro Seasoning. They called it secret sauce for many, many years. They go, Nikki, Nikki, what's the recipe for your secret sauce? We ran out. And then they started giving it to their neighbors when they moved here, and they just started giving it away. And I'm like, all right, stop giving it away. We're going to put it in a jar, and we're going to sell it. And that's what I did. And it's incredibly helpful because it's like one and done. You just sprinkle that pro seasoning on everything. It's perfectly balanced. I spent years perfecting the balance. And I personally can't live without it. Like I in our house, we use it constantly. You know, it's right on the stove. We keep some on the table, and we use that pro seasoning in everything. And it's, makes our lives better. So there's that. Okay, let's see here. Too humid today. Okay. Is the rice still simmering? Am I turned my rice off? Pretty sure it's done. I haven't tasted it, but Spidey sense is telling me it's done. Kristen, tell us why you think. What's the humidity thing about? It is too humid today. Okay, how are we doing on our pancakes? Are you guys with me? Are you rolling these out with me, or am I just? I think it's all quiet on the front, so I think we're doing okay. Some of my little scallions are popping out of my dough, but I don't even care. It's fine. It's all gonna get browned and lovely, like all good. This is food for the soul, baby. And we're actually kind of running long on this time. I think it's the pancakes thing. So when I looked at this menu, I was like, I just really wanted to do something special, and that's when the scallion pancakes came into play, because I was like, anybody could make rice and glaze, blah, blah, blah. But like making a dough on a Thursday night, and then like Jen's laughing at me, and then like rolling it out and like making it kind of special, like. Dude, tomorrow's Friday, the weekend is nigh. The weekend is near, right?
Hi. I'm laughing because you've said that like for the last how many weeks?
I know, and I will say it next week as well. We are going to make a special dough next week as well, because we're making tarts. When's the last time a lady in a black t-shirt with a mohawk told you, we're going to make tarts? Like, 3 seconds ago, that's when. Yeah, man. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, got some giggles.
Did you see Barbie said to talk about the first time you met her?
Okay. Because I said, let's tell us a story. First time I met Barbie, I cyber stalked her a little bit because I wanted her to sell my spice. And no, I just reached out on Facebook, and then I saw her for the very first time. My friend Barbie, we became friends now, but she was my friend then. But anyway, I met Barbie at Red Eye in Midtown. And then the second time I met Barbie, I was found myself jobless because of this COVID. Some pro seasoning to her gift sets to help her the crew over at Red Eye help because it was in the thick of the COVID-19 crisis, and so I donated some pro seasoning, and she was like, let's do these meal kits together. And I was like, what do you mean, a coffee shop and a chef? And she's like, heck yeah, that's exactly what I mean. And I was like, you're crazy, let's do it. I'm in. And so thus became the friendship and the partnership of Barbie and Nikki, the odd couple of business. A displaced chef and spice company owner, and a coffee shop CEO. And we've been happy ever since.
Rhonda said Elders Care Services received one of those baskets.
Yay! Oh my God, Oliver. We should Never. Never, my little puppy doodles. No, we just need a third adult here to monitor. This is probably the longest meal kit we've had, and I think it's because of all the things we did. That's okay. That's okay. That's what's a night of fun. All right. So, all right, here we go. Let's read
there's
it.
one that lasted about this long.
Bless in my heart.
Which one it was.
What now?
There's one that lasted this long. I forget which one it was. It was like an Italian one.
Oh, maybe the first one. Well, we usually do 3 things. We're doing 4 things in this one, and therein lies the extra time. I'm gonna start browning these off because I don't want you guys, your kids, to start like trying to screaming, and you're like, Nikki, what have you done? These children, they are taking over. Actually, I only have 2 more. That's okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start browning these guys off. These little panners. And you know what I'm going to say. We're going to put some oil in the pan. Should have just a little bit left. Don't put that sesame oil. That's too much. Too much. You can brush though. You're going to brush a little bit. A little flavor flav. Never hurt anybody. And I'm going to get a pan, so I put these on a pan. I'll put it over here. And I'm gonna get some more parchment.
How we doing, y'all?
And just so you guys can see the cooking process, because I want to make sure that we get this on a plate in a reasonable time. So,
Barbie's learned a lot. She said, like, can this roll and roll scallion pancake technique work with other pancake, like? You
can try butter and cinnamon and sugar, and I know that's what tree you're barking up. I can sense it. And then you can dip it in your tea or coffee. Yeah, you can try it. I have 2 more. You guys want to try that? I can make a dessert one. I mean, I'll stay on here all night long. I don't care. I want to get the food on the plate so you guys can see it. And if you're like waiting for me to be done with this, you can eat and stuff like that. But I will stay on and we will try that, Barbie. We are going to try it. Amen.
Sign me up.
Sign me up. Where do I sign? And these are just like gonna sit here and like sizzle like like they're, but I can only do 1 at a time. I do have a big griddle that I could bust out, but it would be hard for you guys to see how I'm doing this. Kristen, I used the canola oil. If you have any left, if not, just grab whatever oil is left in your pantry, like olive oil or something like that. Don't use the sesame oil because it will taste like burnt rubber. Oh yeah, baby. Starting to puff up a little bit. Smelling nice and beautiful in here. And so I am going to brown off a couple. I'm going to plate it up. And so you guys can see what it looks like. And then I'm going to keep cooking because, why not?
Rhonda says she loves plating and she gives you credit for.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, plating is, I remember when I got out of culinary school, I was like, God, I was not good at plating. It was like one of my things that I was not good at. And it took me a long time. And I actually have a really good PowerPoint on plating techniques. Maybe I'll use it on my YouTube channel. But there is a science behind it, and it's all geometry. So, or you just pile it all in the center too. That's my other go-to. I just throw it all in the center. Starch on the bottom, then I do protein, then I do veg, and then I garnish. Bam! Look at that. You guys see this color? Woo! My goodness. If I was a pancake, I would want to be this pancake. For sure. Or maybe the next one. This is the tester. You want to put it down to like medium. Mine's toasting a little bit much right now. I can see it's kind of smoking, and I don't want that. I just want it kind of nice and medium. So don't be afraid to do that.
You said no sesame oil for your pancakes, right?
No sesame oil. We've already got it in the pancake. So yes. That was my last sip of my nightmare juice.
I just think of Nightmare Before Halloween when you say that. I don't know why.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll finish these in the oven. Boom!
Chief Diana Maddie's back.
Chief Diana Maddie! Nightmare juice!
First responding to nightmare.
First responding.
When she has the nightmares, I'll have her call you.
Yeah, really. How did you discover that cherry juice in particular gives you nightmares is what I want to know. Okay, so this is browning up. I turned my oven on. A good technique when you have to do a lot of like cakes like this is to give them color and then finish them off in the oven so that they're not so doughy in the middle. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start them off on the tiniest pan ever. I can do one at a time, but I'm gonna brown them so they get nice in color. Flip them over, finish them on the sheet tray, and then so I set it. I just put it on 350. Yeah, clean as you go. I was thinking that when I made this, when I wrote the recipes and I was thinking about this menu, I was like, oh my God, we're gonna generate a lot of pots and pans and dishes and stuff, which is not normally how I write recipes. I usually try and like keep it reasonable. Man, it just happened with this recipe. We're just go, and with this menu rather, and you know, we'll do dishes. It's all right. If the food is good, we're gonna do the dishes.
Jen will do dishes.
Jen's gonna do the dishes. Actually, no, I'm gonna do them. Don't worry. Jen does my dishes every week, though. She's very sweet, and I appreciate her. But she has to go back to work.
What's your oven at?
350. This is a fish spatula. This is also something that you want in your kitchen.
Someone gave that to you.
Chief Diana Maddie gave this to me. I love this fish spatula. The best kind of fish spatula is the kind you don't have to buy yourself. That's the best kind. Flip it over, give it some color, put it on the tray. We're gonna finish cooking these off in the oven because we got so much to do. We're gonna finish cooking these off in the oven because we got so much to do. Give us a shout. Let us know how you're doing.
Ollie's doing great.
Ollie's doing great. He's tearing around the kitchen, tearing around the house like a maniac.
Full of energy.
Yeah. Sleeps all day long. He's a total spaz at like from 6 o'clock till 9, and then he goes back to sleep. Oh.
Rhonda says that's why I cook it for mom and dad. She does dishes. I try to clean up as I go as best as possible.
Yeah, but sometimes like it's hard. Like in this case, it just.
I wish Chef Nikki adhered to that principle, but she doesn't.
That's not true. What do you want me to do? Stop talking to these lovely people and do dishes? They'll be like, I'm turning it off.
I wasn't talking about now.
One guy was so impatient. He said I was looking at my like literally 40 seconds in, whatever. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm not complaining. Not complaining. The dry seeds are garnish. These little sesame seeds, they're garnish. They're so pretty, right? When we're gonna get to them when we plate. Hold on to your hats. Just gonna finish these last couple of, actually, I'll probably knock these guys into the oven. And then we can plate one. And then those of you guys that want to tune out and eat and stuff like that can do that. And then, but I'll keep cooking and chatting after I plate. Just because these pancakes, they ended up taking a long time.
Carrie says, I'm still here browning pancakes too.
Yeah, baby. What's happening this weekend, man? Stay home. That's what happened. Last weekend, I retiled my bathroom. Well, I fixed some tile on my bathroom floor. Instead of going to any barbecues or hanging out with people, I did the responsible thing and I stayed at home. And I was actually pretty proud of the job I did. I laying tile is not in my wheelhouse. So that's what I did. And now I get to grout because I finally got the grout today. That's my oven. Just let me know it's heating up. Ready to rock. Let those guys toast up. Jesse says, what are we oiling the pancake pan with? Yeah, the oil in the pancake pan is just the rest of the canola oil. Don't use the sesame oil. If you ran out of canola oil, just use whatever oil you have in your cabinet. Olive oil is fine. Canola oil, vegetable oil. It doesn't really make a big difference. Okay, we're toasting up on this one. And then the next thing I'm going to do is plate. So that we can rock and roll this bad boy. Okay, get this guy out of here. Bad boy. Bad boy.
Jimmy says, call me before you grab the tile.
I'm gonna do it, Jimmy. I'm gonna grout it. It's gonna be fine.
Jimmy,
Grout it. It's gonna be fine.
Jimmy's gonna use technical and builder's help.
It's like a little square thing. Okay, I gotta wash my paws because I have flour everywhere. And we're gonna plate this dinner. And it's gonna be mega, mega, mega delish. Okay, so we got our plate. And in the center of the plate, I always do starch. So here goes our starch. These. Okay. Then we got these seeds. Woo! Yeah, really. Happy days. And don't forget the green part of our scallion is always our garnish. Now I'm going to cut those pancakes.
Carrie wants to know, how can you store extra pancakes, raw or cooked?
It's a good question. I gotta think about it in my brain for a second.
Can't you just refrigerate the cooked ones?
The cooked ones, yeah, you can refrigerate them. I usually let them cool, and then you can put them in a plastic baggie. And then you gotta heat them back up, though. That's the thing.
In the oven?
Yeah, in the oven you can toast them back off.
And then if you wanted to keep the batter, could you keep it in the refrigerator for like a day or two?
The dough might turn a little funky by itself.
Barbie says delicious.
Oh! Boom! It's floating. Look, Mom, no hands. Good stuff. And there it is. Your moment of zen. No, just kidding. No, here's our dinner. So this is what it'll look like. You have your rice, your beef, your glazed zucchini, which I can't wait to dig into. Not crooked row. Orchard Pond Organics beef, Orchard Pond Organics zucchini, and then we have our beautiful pancakes. And like I said, I'm not leaving you. I'm going to keep on going, but I just wanted to make sure you guys knew what it looked like when it got on the plate, so that you had that ready to go for those people that are like, we're starving, let's go. So this is the official end of the show, and I'm going to keep going with you guys. I got to take a picky of this.
That smells amazing.
Do me a favor and grab my iPad and take a picky of that. And then... All right. We're going to do Barbie's... Oh, wait, we have a couple more pancakes to make. I'm going to keep browning them with you guys. And then we're going to try Barbie's sweet roll idea. 2 more pancakes left. The sauce on the pancakes, Carrie, I just used the leftover glaze from our zucchini. It's a dual purpose. So we're going to keep going. Keep on rocking in the free world. Okay, here goes another pancake. All right, so let's see here. I got this. It says low battery. Okay. Gary will have a feast when he gets home at 9:30. Watch, take notes, then cook after your class. You rock, Nikki. You gotta go. Oh wait, I can't see all of it. Gotta go feed the babies. We'll check in from the kitchen. All right, Cheryl, I love you so much. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with me. Appreciate you. And I will have some Browns classes very soon. I just have to get my brain together on that one. Now for dessert. Barbie, Barbie, Barbie. We're gonna do dessert in 1 second. Just gonna have to wait. Did you get it?
Oh, I got it.
Can I have this then?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try this. Look at those flaky layers, man.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Okay.
That's real good. I love food so much. You guys love food? I love food. Get out of here, Ollie. Got flour over my brand new shirt. Yeah, send pictures, Liz. We look forward to seeing your pictures. Show us your pictures, guys, when you're done and you're eating and stuff, or you're done plating and all that. Show us your pictures. We want to see. Just a couple minutes. Kristen, you'll pop the you're just really just trying to cook that little bit of flour doughiness out of the center. So it's probably like 5-10 minutes. Bye, Liz. We appreciate you. Oh, Rhonda, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for everything you do for our little foodie community. One more little cake here, and then we're gonna try Barbie's little sweet tooth idea. So I'll move that aside. I'm gonna get my butter and my cinnamon out. This butter's really good. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Hope it doesn't look too messy. Yes. All right, Tracy. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all your support. We appreciate you. I know you gotta feed the kiddos, and that's cool. We're gonna try the cinnamon roll one just for giggles. This is the after party. This is the Nikki Talks Food times Red Eye after party. This is where all the real happens. Okay, we're gonna roll this out. Okay, got that. Now, brush with butter. Do you want me to put another one on there? Is that where'd you go?
I just wanted to
use the light box?
light box.
Do you want me to do that one too? Like, fix it?
I'll do that.
Okay?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay. All right, so we put some butter on here. The drinks. And we're gonna put some cinnamon. Oops, forgot about this guy. Ollie, move it. We're going in the oven. Little cinnamon. A little sugar. I'm just gonna smooth that out with my hand. Then I'm gonna roll it like a jelly roll. And then, hey G, love and miss you too, bub. And now I'm gonna roll this guy like a cinnamon roll. And now, smash it. Barbie, I think you were right in your thoughts. This could be something you guys sell, made a la minute. You know, a toasted cinnamon butter thingy. What are we gonna call this? You can call it something like a cinnamon bread, hot cinnamon. Get out of the garbage can, Ollie. Out of there. Get out of there. Go. I see you, Ollie. Oi! Here we go. I know, that's kind of cool, man. Look at that. And now, we cook it. A little oil. You could serve it in like a little wax paper. Crunch on it, dip it in stuff. I'm here for it. I am here for this. See if I can read some comments. Oh, it smells so good. Yo. These are done. Put that up there. This is amazing. What have you done? Cinnamon slim cakes. Cinnamon slim cakes with a side of local honey. Why not? Dude. To go in a little wax thing. Just if you're tuning in right now, this is the after party. We're just like messing around with these cinnamon slim cakes that Barbie just invented through the interwebs.
Through the interwebs.
Yeah.
All right.
It's puffing up.
How's it going, Barbie?
How about that?
Wow.
That's so fun. And then it gets toasty and yummy.
Toasty and yummy. Two great things.
I always bake, bro. I've been a baker. I'm an undercover baker forever. Grandmother always made cinnamon bites with leftover pie crust. Oh man, that sounds delicious. Your grandma sound like an amazing lady. Barbie's about to jump through the phone. See, you should have came here and co-hosted, because then you would have had a cinnamon slim cake, okay? I got local honey in my pantry. Yeah, right?
I just want to smell it.
It's like an aroma, beautiful aroma. Okay, so this is a thing, it works. We did it, we made a dessert. All right, so, thanks for watching, guys. Oliver's bidding you a good night. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me every week. Let's see. Next week is roasted chicken with mini tomato pies, locally grown tomatoes, and we are going to do the special blackberry sage red-eye tea. Barbie has opened up the vault of recipes from Red Eye, and we're going to make that exclusive recipe. So you're not going to want to miss that. That's next week's kit. We will have the Eventbrite up for that tomorrow. So stand by on my page. I have t-shirts now available. Reach out if you want one. Pro seasoning as always, y'all. Got my pro seasoning made by a pro so you can cook like a pro. One and done. We already talked about that. Love you guys. Have a great night. Enjoy your dinner. Post your pictures. We want to see. Okay. So.
And not.